It's a Monday, that's for sure. Sheetrockers decided to hit a pipe.
So it is now week 2 of the $10,000 house build. Officially, it is day 9, and I gotta say I'm pretty excited. It's looking great out here. Check this place out cleaned up. It's looking pretty right. When we finished off last week in the last video, you could see there was a pretty big mess out here. The roofers came, got everything cleaned up, and Blake came on Friday evening and swept everything up. We're waiting on the spray foam insulation guys. They're gonna be the contractors here today. You know it's a good thing when the insulation's going in because that means things are getting buttoned up, and we're gonna get ready for the finish out phase.
If you're new to this series, we bought this house for just over $10,000 out of pocket. It initially had a lot of problems with it, but we put a lot of work in over the last 9 days, and by the end of this video, it's almost unrecognizable. So here's a quick look at that brand new beautiful roof we got put on last week. It looks great. The spray foam guys just showed up, as you can see right here. They're getting everything ready, and we're just inside making sure that all the plumbing connections are good before we get that spray foam insulation in.
Once you start spraying that insulation, it's gonna be an absolute mess to try to track down any electrical issues or plumbing issues. That stuff is kind of hard to deal with once it's in. It's great, it's super efficient, keeps it cool in the summertime and warm in the wintertime, but when it does come to roof leaks or any leaks in your water line, it becomes an issue. In this house, all the water and electric do run up in the attic space. You can see our main water supply comes in through the front yard here, up the front wall of the house, into the attic, and it runs across the house there. What do you have to say this morning? Week 2, first day of week 2.
I think we're making a lot of progress. I'm not gonna say the R&R word, but hey, making progress. All right, so in here with this rough floor, I was recommended by a #1 home builder in Houston, actually, to just put a thin layer of mud bed and then level it all out with that and go on top. Instead of having to float the whole floor with the self-leveler and do all that, we'll just put in a nice clean layer to go on top with our LVP, I think is what we're gonna end up going with in here. So that's why our framers left us a little extra space down here to be able to build that up and then build off that. So we're going over door packages right now. We're going over cabinet layout, making sure everything's good to go for these spray foamers up top. Doing one final walkthrough. And
we started prepping by wrapping the windows as well as the exposed beams so they wouldn't get hit by any overspray. While those crews were getting busy inside, me and Blake set up the showroom outside on the tailgate and started going over floor and wall colors.
You want to stay away from all grays on paint? It gets the people going.
Gets the people going. Like I said, he's doing 3 houses with Sandpoint right now. That's what the people are wanting. That's what we're gonna put in the house. So let's just do it.
Let us know what you think in the comments.
And we'll paint the whole house. If y'all say hot pink, we're gonna paint this thing hot pink.
I mean, we can get into some wild colors here.
What can we go for?
Do a maroon?
Ay, ay, ay.
What about the front door? Exuberant pink for the front door.
Yeesh. Might be in the wrong neighborhood for that color.
We didn't get too far on the color selection today, so we ran inside and me and Blake started mapping out the floor plan for the kitchen cabinets, stove, fridge, island, and everything like that. Then we ran in here to the master bath and did the same for the vanity, just double checking all our measurements, making sure we got everything right.
Got there, man. How do you keep that so hot?
Travelissimo. It's pretty good. We are at our granite guy's shop today. We're gonna try to make some selections. He's got a bunch of remnants out here. See if we can make something out of here to help us out with our budget. If not, we'll go inside and look at some full slabs and see what we can put together. Kind of comparing some colors back here with tile, flooring, all that good stuff. I'm just trying to see, you know, we got Andrew here, so we got the good details. Trying to decide, pick some colors here. We'll see what happens.
So how did you come to the selection of these colors?
I just pulled them out of mine. I went to Sherwin-Williams and I was talking to my sales guy there. He's a general manager up in New Braunfels. And he ended up looking through his computer. He works with a lot of custom builders there. And these are just combos that they tend to use, and you know, they're selling the houses, so something looks good to them. It'll look good to our buyers, hopefully.
I bet the big national home builders, they spend a lot of money to come up and a lot of data analysis to figure out what colors sell and things like that. So if you have access to that data for free by talking to your sales guy, why not use it?
We were able to find some leftover slabs in the granite graveyard, so we went ahead and marked them. We'll let our buddy Nick know the final measurements we need once we get our countertops in, and he'll be able to fabricate them and get them delivered.
So as you can tell behind me, yesterday the spray foam installation did get completed. The guys got in here, sprayed everything. It's looking great. We've got the sheetrock contractors scheduled for tomorrow. We forgot we do have to get the fur downs framed out, so we decided to go with central AC versus the mini splits. That was the only way for us to get this line over here into the third bedroom. But I think the benefits of having a central unit is going to outweigh that. You're not really going to see it. You weren't going to use that space above the cabinets anyways, so it'll work out good. So this morning I went to McCoy's, got 20 more 2x4s, and they're going to frame in that fur down so the sheetrock guys can come in tomorrow and go ahead, get it sheetrocked, taped, floated, and ready for paint. So I've been at my main job the last couple of days. I haven't been able to stop by the house and check on the progress, but based on this pile of sheetrock behind me, it looks like the guys have gotten after it. We're gonna go inside, check it out, see the progress that's done, and see what this place looks like with sheetrock up on the walls. Whoa. Feels like I walked into a whole different house. So Blake was out here with the sheetrock crews, and they got all this stuff hung up, and it looks like they got everything taped, floated, and then they're gonna come through and do texture throughout the house. In this house, we decided to do a Monterey, like a knockdown texture. I just like that texture personally. I see a lot of orange peel everywhere. I get tired of seeing orange peel everywhere. So with all the sheetrock on the walls, it feels tighter, but it feels good. It feels separated. It doesn't feel like when all the walls are open and I can see Blake through the master bathroom. Now you actually feel like you have your living room, your kitchen, your master bedroom, your master bath. And the master bath, I think I'm really pleased with the way the master bath came out, from just visualizing it with Blake and Matt, our tile guy, the first time we walked around this house to what it came to now. I think it really came out perfect. We had initially weighed if we should just do a half bath over there versus doing a full bath. I'm glad that Blake convinced me to do the full bath, just put the shower in and make it a master. If any of you were following us during our last investment series when we did the duplex, we did the Home Depot insert shower panels. That was on a duplex, that's an investment property. We're gonna treat this property totally differently. This isn't gonna be a property that we're gonna hold for 5 years and make changes, and renters are gonna be going through and tearing things up. This is gonna be someone's home, and they're gonna want nicer finishes. So you gotta always keep that in mind if you're doing a flip versus an investment property. Therefore, we're gonna do a full tile shower, tile floor, as well as tile floor within this bathroom. So it's gonna look great. I'm gonna invest a little bit more in the shower, but when we go to sell, it's really gonna add the value back on the purchase price. They're gonna be doing returns on these windows here, so it'll make it look nice and seamless. So that's one thing that they have to do still before they can come and spray the texture.
It's a Monday, that's for sure. As you can tell, sheetrockers decided to hit a pipe. Probably our fault for double checking that it wasn't in the wall, but at the same time, man, just tell us the pipe's not in the wall and we'll come put it in the wall. Never fails. We're gonna make it right. See, it's that simple. You push it in the wall, put a nail plate over it. It's just a simple phone call. All fixed up now. Protection.
So in conclusion, week 2, we got a lot of progress done. I'm really excited the way the house is starting to look, and it's really coming together. If you like the series, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and we'll keep you in touch.